Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, today we're going to break one of the unwritten rules of WhatMap and we're going to review a map that we've reviewed in the past. Well, now we only ever do this if a map has been completely revamped, and trust me, this map is almost unrecognisable. The basic framework is there, but that is it. Original map was a snowfall map. It was reviewed back in episode 547. It was Vilichevskaya Bay by Yuri 7. Now, the creator that has taken this map and has completely evolved it into a live volcano is a name that you might recognise. We have reviewed them twice in the past. They're kind of a one map a year creator. That said, you're quite fond of their work. Taking the Viewer's Choice average ratings for all of the creators, they're just outside the top 10 in 11th place. So I think you might appreciate today's review. So hang on in there. Now, before we go any further, regulars to the show, I'm going to plead with you. Could you please hit the like button now, please? That's right, hitting the like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day, so thanks for your support. Today's map is Vulka by BonBonB. Hi! I'm waving. You can't see, but I am. Okay, yes, in collaboration with a couple of the BonBon buddies. There's your start square. It is very dark. It's dark by design. It's a volcano. It's active. There's a lot of soot in the air and on the ground. There's your height map with the volcano in the top left-hand corner. And then the resources have been updated since this snapshot was taken. Some last-minute fertile land popped in terms of actual painting rather than usefulness. But I guess you could still use it. Now, off to the workshop. Network Extensions 2. We're using... we've got a few trees there. We're using the Lava Red Rocks theme, which is a custom theme made specifically for this map. And also the Chiaroscuro LUT. We've also got a few settings for Relight and Ultimate Eye Candy and Cube Map Replacer. Yes, those gloomy clouds, they don't just emerge themselves, you have to pop them in there. So yeah, all the links are in the description as you would expect. So anyway, the original map only had the one highway. Yuri 7, I can't thank them enough. I wasn't able to actually contact them directly. I did try adding them on Steam, but... well, they probably thought, who's this person adding me on Steam? And being Russian, they probably didn't understand what I was trying to say. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I love their original map. I rated it 11 stars. And rating is something that you are going to be doing today. Not once, but twice. Let's come up here and have a little look at... we've got the rail. We've got some rail. There wasn't any rail on the original map. I have revamped that. We've got 2 lots of highways now rather than 1, which we had before. And we've got rail, which we didn't have before as well. This is one of Timbo's intersections off of the workshop. Plopped and then worked into terrain. I like a lot of it, but I couldn't get the lane merging on all of these roads to go exactly how I would want them to, just because of the way that the terrain works underneath. So unfortunately, I might be losing a detailing star off of you guys, because that's what I'm going to ask you to do today. I can't rate my own map. I never have done. I've got my own opinions, but I can't rate these maps. Not big, you know, it'd be biased, wouldn't it? So you're still going to be using the poll at the end of the show in the top right hand corner, but also I'm going to ask you in the comments to put your scores for aesthetics, for detail and for gameplay potential. We'll talk more about that in a moment. Just want to talk about the rail. Now the rail is goes up into the mountains a little bit, and I wanted to keep the rail as smooth and as clean as possible, and I wasn't sure how successful I was going to be. At the end of the day, I'm actually quite pleased with what I've achieved here, because we do climb quite a way. I don't do anything convoluted. I keep it simple. We are literally just working our way inland here, and we are elevating because we are going inland, but we're also going up the side of the hill a little bit as well. So yes, so in terms of yes, ratings. What I will do is, as normal, I'll the viewer's choice will be completely down to you in the top right hand corner. Whatever you vote there, between 1 and 5 stars as an overall score for the map. Brilliant. But then using my my usual ratings for aesthetics, for detail, and gameplay, I will collate all of the results from the comments. I'll give obviously a little bit of time for people to actually get their answers in there. Won't take the first one if it's 555. Can you imagine? No. And then what I'll do is I will take the average. I will lose any anomalous votes as well. So if there's anybody out there who just thinks it's going to be funny to try and drop the score by putting 111s, anything that doesn't fit with the mean, I will lose out. Equally, if everybody's saying, oh, it's a 333 map, and then one person, i.e. me, puts it's a 555 map, then that will get chalked off as well. I'm not having any of that skullduggery going on. I'm not having it. I just want honest voting. That's all I want. And if your honest vote just differs from everybody else, then that's fine, because it's common sense. It always comes down to common sense. You can spot a troll a mile off, can't you? Ah, yes. And I nearly said something very naughty there, but I'm not going to. Because the things that you should never talk about politics, religion, and ex-family. Anyways, right, into tunnel. We're going through it now. In a moment, you're going to see the lava. Don't get too excited. We're not looking at it right now. We're going to come back this way, okay? So we will be looking at that, I promise. Networking first though, right? So this comes out here. Then we have this intersection. This is completely hand built by me to actually get it to work into the available space. Had a little bit of trouble with this road getting it to work exactly how I wanted it to. It was all about smoothness and heights and stuff. And this pillar in the highway here in the middle, well, that was a naughty pillar. I actually very nearly uploaded the map with that just snuck its way onto a highway. I did a little bit of tweaking, and it found its way onto the highway. Oh, can you imagine how much grief you guys would have given me? Can you imagine? And quite rightly so. Anyway, there's your start square. Start square looks well, like a start square, doesn't it? Water and flat land and stuff. And we've also got one of these appropriate little fellows. Yeah, it's the JP, Japanese Rural Fire Department by Koma. Now, I highly encourage you, the link is in the description as always, highly encourage you to go and have a little look at the workshop page, because they've got a screen grab off of Google Street View where there's a real life Japanese Rural Fire Department. And it's this one, and it's just basically identical. It's fantastic. Factoids, because factoids. Oh, this is a horrible one, okay? Carpet beetles trapped inside a bottle can live for 2 years with nothing to feed on but their own skin. And I've just shuddered. That is not a pleasant factoid. Thinking of Hannibal Lecter here. Anyway, Japanese Rural Fire Department by Koma. That is today's very tiny asset of the day. And so back to the highways. Now we're going to be going past the lava, but on the wrong side of the river, because we're going up the side of the river, which is the opposite side from the volcano. The volcano does actually enter, the lava stream does actually enter the river, but you'll be seeing that when we go to the other half of the show, when we look at all the detailing and stuff. That's where the fun begins. I'm also looking to put together a very brief tutorial so that you guys can see how best to take this theme and to use it to get the look of real flowing lava. Yeah, I'm not kidding you. It's all coming together. I'm really quite excited to show you all of this. Anyway, if you want to join me over on Facebook, hello Facebook people, facebook.com/official BonBonB. Yes, so anyway, this map was it was kind of rushed out a little bit at the end, so there will be, I'm going to hold my hand up, there will be some failings on detailing, not the finest detailing. I'd like to have spent another 15 hours on this, just getting it absolutely perfect, but life gets in the way, and I had to basically make a decision. Do we let it out slightly imperfect, or do we get it out just in time for PDXCon for starters? Oh, how exciting is that? Yeah, I think you'll appreciate it anyway. Right, intermission time, and then we'll do some more.
Are you bored with the standard vanilla bridges? Have you seen those lovely custom bridges but don't know how to use them? Ooh, very nice. Then you need the Beginner's Guide to Custom Bridges by BonBonB. Click the information button below.
Yeah, and back to the shipping routes. The shipping routes, we have two. They are dead-end shipping routes. They don't connect to anything, so if you don't like through shipping, then this is just the one for you. We got that one. We got this one, which I chose just to be a little bit quirky and to come through this gap rather than the other gap, because the original Yuri map, there's a little bit of a rock in the middle of that path where the ship would be coming down, and so I decided, you know what, it'd look a lot more fun if we make the ships just take a slightly safer route. Now, water flow, we have water flow. Now, when we get to the start square area, you'll notice it gets a little bit light. That has been fixed since recording this actual fly through here. This little area of water here has got a lot more water flow coming through on it. I'm getting a bit croaky, sorry about that. So yes, water flow is actually fine. It's just needed tweaking one of the spawn points, and that has been done. So anyways, we've got basically two river valleys and some mountain ridges coming down, and we've got possible reclaimable area down here as well. This has been also this is where we're talking about the fertile land. That has been painted with fertile land, which is a darker, lusher colour. You'll notice there we've got one spawn point at the top, so a lot of that would be drainable if you wanted to actually clear some of that for building purposes, because there's quite a lot of space there actually. And we've got this mountain ridge going up the middle, which is quite profound. That's actually hardly touched. That was one of Yuri's works, so I wanted to leave that. As is this river here. I was going to play with this and sort of put little waterfalls and stuff in, make it look a little bit more rugged, but again I didn't want to change the map beyond complete recognition, so I left it mostly. I mean, there is some work done with this. I mean, all the trees have been reworked, and yeah, various other bits. And the spawn point up here, I've completely reworked up here as well. It was just a plopped spawn point before, and I blended it into the environment. So I mean, there is more work that can be done if you want to have a go yourself, but I feel that I've done enough just to keep the heart of the map as it is. Now down here in the fog, you can't really see. I think I'll leave the fog switched on, but it was very clunky down here in the fog with the coastline, and there's some rifts and stuff, but it was very clunkily done. I have cleaned that up a little bit as well. Right, I suppose we should get to the elephant in the room. What do you think? Yeah, lava. Hello. Here's a mountain over here with a hole in the top. Anyways, what we've got here is we've got lava flow pouring into the river, and we've got the steam vents where the lava hits the water. I'm really quite fond of the way this comes all very cleanly together, and it was good fun playing with the steam. You may notice also, especially if you're a map maker, that any steam outside of the 20... I've got some trees on fire as well. Yeah, any steam outside of the 25 tiles won't show up. And so this will be why you don't actually see any steam in my crater of my volcano, the top of my volcano, which is outside of the 25 tiles. You know, it just does not steam. We've got some steam vents there as well. So yes, it's a lot of fun to be had there. Now, flowing lava. We will be seeing some flowing lava in a moment. Once I can stationary-rise. So hold the camera still. Stationary-rise, I don't know. You see, look at that lava coming down there. Ah, yes, flowing hot stuff. Don't put your feet in this. This is going to... Look at that. Look at that. That's inspirational. Never seen anything like that within this game before. And I'm well proud that I'm part of the team that brought it to you first. Unless, of course, somebody else has done it, in which case, do link me in, because, you know, I want to see how they did theirs. I'm curious. Now, we do have a side vent here, because the lava, if you look at volcanoes, it erupts not just from the top, but from the sides as well. And so we've got this little vent there, with the lava pouring down the side of the mountain from there. But that isn't the summit. We've got some lava over here. We've got no clear open vent down here. I wanted to sort of like leave it a little bit mysterious as well. Then when we get to the top, here's your crater with your lava in the top, and the lava is moving around. If we hold the camera still, the lava is hold the camera still, that's it, moving about and rippling and bubbling, and it's lovely and steaming. And just don't put your feet in it, okay? I've told you already, do not paddle in that. You won't be paddling in anything ever again if you go and paddle in that. Again, we've got another little vent on the side of the mountain here, and we've come down here. We see the lava coming down the side of the mountain. Ooh, it's lovely. And then, sorry, I'm enjoying my own map too much here. I call it my own map. I still feel that I should bow to Yuri 7 every time I say my own map. Yuri 7. A lot of this I've left exactly how they originally placed it. A lot of the dead trees are exactly where he placed them, and this little area down here, pretty much exactly as Yuri had it. I've not played with it at all. Just done a little bit of smoothing here and there where it was a bit too clunky. And it's, of course, everybody's favourite factory. It's almost like Chernobyl. Look at this, Chernobyl. Look. Oh, it's hell. It's absolute hell. Anyways, okay, now I'm going to ask you, what do you think of this map in a moment? But also don't forget, into the comments, I would like your scores for aesthetics, for detail, and for gameplay potential. You don't need to write it down, all the words, just that order, please. You know, aesthetics first, detail second, gameplay third, 1 to 5 stars. And of course, your chance to vote on the map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the viewer's choice top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide, but you bloody better be. Anyways, so I can't actually vote here. So what I'm doing here is I'm basically filling for time while you think about it. I'm not going to tell you what to vote. Excuse me, croaking away here. Sorry, my asthma is quite bad at the moment. So yes, how much room is there to build? Is there good water flow? I'm telling you, actually, that has been fixed. Does it look great? Does it look great? Is it worth 5 stars for aesthetics? Is it only worth 4? Is it only worth 3? This is all your decision. I'm just going to hang here while you do all of this. And of course, I'll decide based on your scores whether it would get the seal of approval. Of course, I would give it the seal of approval, but I cannot. It's bias. Anyway, there you go. Vulka by BonBonB and his BonBon buddies. Today's map of the day. Right, okay, that's it. You've had a map review. There'll be another one along tomorrow, I promise. And thanks to all the BonBon buddies over on Patreon. You know who you are, because you're on the top right hand corner of the screen right now. Old map on the screen, coming up on screen now if you want to go have a vote on an old one. And no Duvo this week. I'm sorry, I've been so busy working on this map and theme that it just there's just no time for Duvo. But Duvo will return next week, I promise. Absolute promise. And that's a BonBonB promise.